Is it all right for me to ask you some questions?
Sure, you ask me a question, I guess.
When do you remember, because since this was these albums that are up here, sort of the soundtrack of your
childhood,
life,
for sure, yeah.
existence, when do you think you discovered them, or even for those two albums in particular, have you ever heard them from start to finish?
Yeah, but more recently. I would say that, growing up with Jill Scott in my life, and just it was just so normal to me. I never really thought anything of it. When you were playing music in the house or you're playing music in the car, I wasn't intensely listening, I guess. And I think more recently, I've grown a lot of interest in listening with headphones and really taking the time to listen to songs over again that I have known forever, but actually, feeling them for the first time. So I would say more recently.
Well, because one thing I'm curious about, because when we made these records, we spent on the Brenda album, for example. In fact, in the liner notes, I even write about how we spent hours. I'm not joking about hours on the amount of time that was going to be on between the songs. There's one song with even Paris Rain, for example, where the sound of rain, we spent, crazy amount of time in Joe Vanelli's studio. I think it was in Agora, and of mixing the rain sound and the time, and it was all with this expectation that people were going to sit and listen to this body of work in the streaming world that we're in now, in the TikTok world and things. People aren't generally listening to albums as a body of work.
Yeah, I rarely do.
Oh, and so I was just curious, have you ever listened to started at play an album and gone all the way to the end of the album?
I have with Who Is Jill Scott, but not with Paris Rain, but I would love to, and I will after this.